After installing your system, notice you have two timers. One is for the filter and the other is for the AOP. Please make sure to set your timers based on the chart shown in the Mikva-Tek system manual. The system is configured so that the oxidation cannot work without the filter. Set the timer so that the filter and the AOP will turn on simultaneously. Make sure the filter keeps running a minimum of 30 minutes after the oxidation. So the first thing to know about the timer is this little knob on the bottom left corner. As you can see, there's a 0, a clock, and the number 1. To turn off the timer, simply push the knob to 0. Now the timer will not work. If you want the device on all the time, simply push the knob towards the number 1. If you want the device to work just based off of the timer, simply push the knob towards the clock in the middle. The circle in the middle of the timer indicates the time it is right now, just like a watch on your wrist or a clock on the wall. The 3 windows in the clock are indicating if it is AM or PM. As you can see, 15, 18, and 21. To change it to AM from PM, simply turn the knob until the numbers change. It is now going to be 3, 6, and 9. The little arrow is indicating the hour, and the big arrow is indicating the minutes. So let's say the time now is 3 p.m. Let's set the clock to 3 p.m. Make sure the little arrow is on 15 and the big arrow is on 12. Now the clock is showing 3 p.m. Make sure to set the clock to match the time zone you are in currently. Now let's take a look at the timer itself. On the top right corner of the timer, you have the number 1 and the number 0. 0 means that the blue pins are pushed outward and the timer is off, which means the device will not turn on. The number 1 is showing that the blue pins are pushed inward and the timer will be on. So let's show an example. Say the time right now is 6:30 p.m. I set the clock to 6:30 p.m. Now that the clock is set, let's set the timer. Let's say I want the device to be on between 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. I will push in the pins between the number 2 and the number 4, indicating the device will be on between 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. The rest of the time, the device will be off. Let's say I need the device to be on an additional 2 hours throughout the day. So for example, between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. So I will additionally push in the blue pins between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Now the system will turn on between 8 to 10 p.m., turn off, and turn back on between 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Lastly, we will look at the top left corner of the timer. This little knob is indicating what is currently happening in the timer. When the timer is off, it will be on 0. And when the timer is on, it will switch automatically to number 1, which basically means you can temporarily override the timer without changing the time on the timer itself. Let's say your system is currently shut off, and you want to turn it on temporarily without interfering with the timer. All you have to do is turn the knob from 0 to 1, and the device will turn on, temporarily overriding the timer. If you have any questions regarding this video, please feel free to give us a call. And thank you for choosing Mikva-Tek.